Hey guys, it's VSG-Robert. I'm coming here at week 7, and I have a secret? No, I want to tell everybody. I am under 300 pounds. My highest weight before surgery was 365. I had surgery on December 20th, 2016, and I weighed in at 338 there. Last week I was 303. This week I weighed in at 298. It hasn't really sunk in yet. Um, it's been a day. But I keep thinking that it might go back up, fearing that it might go back up, and I don't want it to. I'm not doing anything to cause that. Basically, eating protein and a little bit of vegetable. Um, I just have that ingrained fear now that I'm going to go above. Um, Last week I had two doctor's appointments. One for my post-op, 1 year post-op of having a colon resection, and the other was my 6 week appointment with my surgeon for this surgery. And things seem to be going well. Between my 2 week and my 6 week post-op visits, I lost 22 pounds according to their scale. Um, and they seemed fairly pleased with that. I wish I'd lost more, but given my physical limitations right now because of having two hernias, I'm good with that. I have been getting tired, more more lethargic. I know people say that you have lots of energy after this. I have not had quite that same experience. And it may be that my calories are too low. It may be that it's coming from something else. I don't know. I just haven't had a whole lot of energy. I get through my day fine. Um, Not falling asleep, not taking naps. I'm getting through the days fine. But when it comes to going to work out, and maybe it's lack of motivation, maybe it's just that I'm not eating enough to have the energy to go do that, because last week I went and worked out twice, and I spent about an hour each time. But afterwards and the day after, every time I would stand up, I would my vision would go darker, and I would get this warm feeling at the back of my head, and I would have to like stand there and wait a minute so that I could see where I was going. Um, Not a fun experience. I talked to my doctor about it on Friday, and he said it might be dehydration, but I get in more than 100 ounces of fluid a day. Um, every morning I start out with Premier Protein and coffee, so coffee up to here, Premier Protein, um, and I drink another one of these of water. This is a 30-ounce cup. Hold on a second. This one is 20 ounces. Let's see if it can focus. 20 ounces versus the 30 ounce. Um, I just happened to have that because it was a gift for someone at Christmas. My sister's boyfriend at the time, and they broke up after I bought it. So I have an extra one. Um, so I drink at least 60 ounces by noon. Um, I sort of sip on water during the afternoon. Maybe I'm not getting enough in the afternoon. And then in the evenings after dinner, I drink a lot as well. So maybe it's just timing of the water. I'm not really sure. I'm trying to drink more in the afternoon, see if maybe it's just my body's flushing it out, and then I'm dehydrated in the evenings, because that's been the biggest time when I've had dizzy spells. Um, it's kind of weird. But it's nothing terrible. I haven't blacked out. I haven't, fallen asleep when I didn't mean to fall asleep. I haven't had a real hunger pain. I feel hunger now. Um, Once, maybe twice a day, where it's like, oh yeah, I should be eating at this point. And that's because my family eats late. It's been a problem forever. Uh, but I eat lunch around 1 and I eat dinner around 7. And my body's wanting it a little sooner. And that probably is calorie driven, because I'm getting in somewhere between 500 and 600 calories a day. Um, and I'm a bigger guy. I'm 6'1". I have a very broad frame. You can't really tell here, but I have a fairly large body frame, anyways. Uh, and then I've been overweight on top of that, so I've been even bigger. But um, I'm never gonna be a stick, unless I look anorexic. Because I can already start feeling like my ribs under some of the fat, and if I like lay down, it's like below the it's weird. Um, my doctor says that I should be somewhere in between 200 and 220 at the end of this. That's where he's wanting me. He said 200 would be absolutely fantastic. Um, just like looking at me, my ideal weight is 184, 180 something. Probably not going to get there. I would like to see 100 on the scale at least once. It's going to be a while. But I am in the 200s now, so that's an exciting time. Um, yeah, I am having some struggle. I live with my parents. Um, Throughout college, I was paying for college, and living with them was a cheap option. Not an exciting option, but a cheap option, and we get along fairly well. They don't try and control me. I come and go as I please. It's sort of like having roommates, but they pay the rent. Big benefit. um, Post college, once I got the job I have now, which is actually a fairly nice job, I was living with them because I was having physical troubles. So I've mentioned my other surgeries before. They weren't weight loss related. I had diverticulitis, which is old person's colon. Kind of interesting to go into that doctor's office, because every time I did, everyone else was over 70. I was the only person. I did take my dad once after my surgery, because I was still on a lot of pain meds. I couldn't drive. And I'm pretty sure they thought he was the patient and I was driving him. Or drunk. I was on a lot of meds. it So through that, having the surgeries, just needing the extra eyes on me, that sounds weird, but when you have something like that where bowels could rupture at any time, it's good to have someone around. I just haven't had the drive to go and get my own place. And then I have this surgery, and then I'm going to have another surgery eventually, maybe at a year, maybe sooner, depends on how the hernias do. So I'm not in a big rush to leave my parents. As much as I would like to sometimes, it's helpful to live with someone that can help take care of me. At least during surgery times, and outside of surgery time, um, they don't really interfere with my life, so I haven't had a problem. You didn't want to know any of that, but you got it. That's what you get. Rants and rambling, and that's what I'm good at. Anyways, I was saying I've had a little bit of a struggle food-wise with them because we've always eaten meals together. My dad was raised very meat and potatoes. Uh, Always have a starch on your plate, and I am not about that life anymore. Um, I love potatoes. I love bread, crackers, pasta. They all taste great, but I don't have a desire for them anymore um, since surgery, and I don't want to get a desire for them anymore. I know that they do taste good. I don't want them. My mom has had the lap band surgery. So she had a lap band installed 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Um, maybe more recent than that. I know that the VSG surgery was still unapproved by the FDA when she had her lap band. And she has lost weight on it, but she has not lost a lot of weight. And I think that a lot of it is due to her food choices. Um, and so she keeps suggesting things to eat, and I'm not doing it. I don't want to. I don't want to end up where she did. Um, that sounds really mean, and I hate to say that, and I definitely don't say anything like that to her. But she can make the food choices she wants to choose. I want to do better. I'm not sure what to do. She's been asking me to help her to lose weight and to hold her accountable, but I have a hard time arguing with her over what to eat because she wants to eat things that aren't great for you, and I don't know when do I like slap the food out of her hand. I can't. I can only suggest good things. I can't force the bad things out. That Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that very much. Sorry, this is all stuff that has gone through my mind. I haven't been doing very much. I mean, I work an 8-hour day, and then I try to go to the gym for a little bit if I can. Um, if I'm not feeling like I have the energy, quite honestly, I don't worry too much about it. As long as the scale's going down right now, I'm okay. I can always add in that stuff later. And with the injuries that I've already had, working out comes at a risk, anyways. It's possible that the surgeries could, or the exercise could push more intestine outside the abdominal wall. Not not feeling it. I, I I try and run some. I try and do some lifting with my arms that doesn't involve the abdomen as much, but I don't push it. If I'm not feeling up for it, um, I don't know what to do other than say, this is not what I'm up for. But if you have any tips on motivation or on things that I can do that when I don't go to the gym, what can I do that I can get in some cardio of some sort? I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys want to know? What do you guys want to know about me, my surgery, my food choices? I do have a MyFitnessPal. I'm connected to some people. I can always provide that for you. I try and keep my diary or journal open so that anyone could look at my food. Kind of keeps me accountable. Um, yeah, just let me know if you have any questions, anything you want me to talk about. I would be happy to. Um, I'm just not. I'm not extroverted. That's for sure. So I have a hard time coming up with things to tell people, but I am happy to answer questions. Um, anyways, I guess I should probably get back to work. I'm sort of doing this on my lunch break, but oh, that's one thing. I do work from home. Uh, benefit, I get to work from home several days a week. Go into the office sometimes. But yeah, so I better get back to work. Let me know if you have any questions. I will be happy to answer them. Maybe it'll give me a topic for next week. I hope you're all doing great. I love each and every one of you. You're all awesome. I'll see you later.